good.
Hello. How are all of you? I hope you're doing really well. Great Friday today, for me anyway. Super busy. That's what we want, right? I hope you're all doing great. You can have a good Labor Day weekend. We're going to show you a few simple designs. We're going to wait a little bit for people to show up, and then we'll get started. I'm really excited. We have a bunch of things to show you. For a few seconds on you.
It's going here.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if you can see it clearly.
Yeah, it is.
I'm really excited, you guys. I have a couple of colors we're going to work on. One nude, I like to do nudes, and then we have one fall color for you. We have a few examples here. Let me hold this up. Should be centered. Can hold it a little higher.
Hi, Lily. Hey, it's excited. Me and Jenny's will share some tips and tricks using the Glitz accessory and such products. And just if you stop by, just say hello and please feel free to tag or share your friends so then they can learn it as well.
Yes.
And Jenny is so excited, so we can't wait to share with you.
I'm excited. We have some designs that we have ideas for. We're going to do something a little more simple, and then we're going to use our Diamond Dust Crystal Pixie. We have two different colors too. I can hold it here as well. Yeah. This camera is probably a little better to show it.
Under that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that one is so better.
This one is better.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've used 2C and D Shellac Luxe colors. We've used Pink Pursuit and Brazen. Both of these colors are really beautiful. I love them. I love this. Really nice. You can see some quality here. Really beautiful color quality. And then we'll be using our Glitz glue gel in our condensed pot. And we'll be using our Glitz glue gel pen, which I love this so much. I know you guys are going to love it just as much as I do.
If everybody is here, just say hello.
How are you? Hello.
And give us some love and support because Jenny is so excited to share.
Drop some hearts for us.
Yep. Jenny, want to show your nail series? Your nails beautiful.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's do this camera. If you guys can
maybe
see
a little bit lower.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, it's beautiful.
We have our beautiful bees on.
I know.
Our queen bees and our little baby bees. And that's what we showed in our last live video. If you missed that, you can go ahead in our history and you can check that video out. We show you how to do both of these simple designs, our queen bees and our little baby bees, which are on my middle finger there. Maybe in the future we can show you this design too, which is quite simple, something easy, quick, beautiful, things like this. You know, just add on to your service, something that everybody's gonna love. So cute. And I know they're big like this, but they are so awesome. I love them. Give it a few more minutes and then we'll get started, okay guys? I'm very excited. Getting all my little tools together.
Hi, Sheila. I think you said hi earlier.
Hello, how's it going? How are you doing today? You having a good weekend? Ready for your Labor Day weekend? Get that extra day off? For some of us. If you don't get Labor Day off, I'm sorry.
And then Lily's there. It's like watching it.
How are all of you?
Okay, so we can start.
All right. We're going to get started then. So, I'm going to do what I always do first, which is get my nail tip ready, or in your case, your client's nails. And then we're going to use our round brush. I'm going to be getting a generous amount on there. And let me show you. I'm going to get this on here really quickly, and then I'm going to give you a sneak at the Glitz glue gel.
It's like really condensed and thick.
Yes, it's very condensed and thick. This is perfect for putting your stones on or your crystals. Perfect for that. I'm going to put just a little bit more. Maybe like right here. Oh, sorry. There we go. Let's do this here.
Right there.
Perfect. Well, Nancy helps me get on camera. All right, so this is what I've just used, our Glitz glue gel, and all I've done is put a generous amount more towards the center, and then I've used my brush and kind of smoothed it out. You don't want any lumps, you don't want any bumps, you want it to be very nice and smooth. It's self-leveling, so it doesn't need too much help in order to do that. You just want to make sure that you don't have too much in one specific spot. It's going to be, you know, only a little bit of crystals. You want to make sure that when you're putting a generous amount, you're going to be putting a lot of crystals in that area, because you really don't need a whole lot of this. After we do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my no wipe top coat, and this is for the Diamond Dust Crystal Pixie only. I'm not going to go super crazy when I'm doing more of a simplistic design, because you don't want it to sink down too much, because you don't want the glue gel or any of your top coat or anything like that to cover up your crystal. You want your crystal to be nice and clear. So I'm going to go over this, and you want to kind of float it. You don't want to brush it too heavy. You want to be really easy with your hand when you're doing this. So I'm going to float my top coat on the top of this, and you can see me, I'm just sort of dragging it down over the top of the Glitz glue gel. And if you don't have enough top coat on your brush, that's okay. You can go back in, and that's too much. Then I'm going to float this, like I said earlier, over the top of this. And it is self-leveling, the top coat as well, so I don't have to worry about any lumps or bumps. And now that I've got that nice, I'm going to give it a few seconds to level all the way out. And then I'm going to pick a few choice crystals. Just some shapes that I think are going to look really beautiful with our Crystal Pixie. And this diamond dust looks so good. Once you get it on the nail, you're going to be really impressed. So I'm gonna use, let's use our raindrop. Or I'm sorry, is this teardrop? This is our teardrop. I'm gonna use our teardrop. Oh, from there. Doesn't really matter where you want to put this at on the nail. You're going to fill everything in with your Diamond Dust Crystal Pixie. And I'm going to put it right about here. And it doesn't have to be completely straight up and down. I'm actually going to kind of knock mine to the side a little bit because I think that looks really cute. And then I'm going to get a variety of my SS crystals here. I'm going to use my scoop. And this comes with your kit, the Glitz Jenny W Live Kit. And I'm going to take maybe some SS10 here. I'm going to put this in my little tray. And as you can see, I already have my SS4, my SS6 here. And I'm going to just pick a few random spots on the nail and kind of fill it out a little bit. First, I'm going to start with my SS10 here. I'm going to do maybe 2 or 3 of these just to give like a little bit of a bigger stone crystal. There we go. So I'm going to do maybe one more right here. All right. And you can see why I'm telling you not to put too much. You saw this sink down a little bit in there. And that's good because it's going to go around the edge of your crystal. And this is really great, like I said, for the diamond dust. But you don't want to do this if you're doing a more simplistic design because you don't want this to cover your crystal up in any way. So now that I've done my SS10, I'm going to go in with some SS6 here.
Hello, and Henry. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you so much. And I'm going to go in with my SS4. I'm going to put a few of these here. Like I said, you don't have to go super crazy, but you're more than welcome to. If you have that client that likes that extra bling, it's totally worth it. There we go. And I'm going to do maybe just one more. I can't help it. I really love them. Oh, dropped one. Perfect. All right. So
Hi,
now, hello.
Hi.
So now that I have this nice and set up, this is kind of my general stone placement, crystal placement here. And what I'm going to do is now that I have this like this, I'm going to get my Crystal Pixie Diamond Dust. And I'm going to use this color here to show you. And I'm going to unscrew it. You want this to be completely uncured still. You don't want to cure it yet. Because otherwise your Crystal Pixie Diamond Dust is not going to adhere to the top of the nail. And you don't want to have to add any more glue gel than you already have. This is perfect amount. So now that I have this, I'm going to move my trays over just a little bit. These triangle trays that come with your kit are perfect for this. Because you're going to be able to use that edge and put it right back into the bottle. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to carefully pour this over the top of my nail. Here, hold on one second. Move this over just a little bit. There we go. So I'm going to put this all over the top of my nail. And just, you don't have to pour super crazy. Just give it a nice little light tapping into your tray.
Yep, it's perfect. I can view it better now.
There we go. So, like I said, gentle tapping. You don't want to go super crazy.
So sparkle.
I know, it's so beautiful.
So sparkle.
Okay, so now that we have this like this, like I said, your little tray here is perfect for catching all these little babies. You want to tap the nail. This is on your client. You're just going to gently tap the top of their finger. And then something else that I really like to do, and I think that this is an important step. So pay attention.
You can turn on the side.
You want to go on the sides of your nail. You want to make sure that there's nothing too close to the edge because you don't want any catching, right, ladies? We don't like that in our hair. So you want to move this just a little bit. Just be nice and gentle. You do not have to press too hard. There we go. So like I said, go around the side of the nail. Make sure you're pressing gently. Don't have to go super crazy. If you get too much up at the cuticle line, if you need to, what you can do is you can take your crystal picker here, you can use the side of it, and you can gently move that down on the top of the nail. Right? This can act almost like your finger for you. And you want to also, after you do this, and you make sure the sides are nice and good, you can go like this just a little bit. There we go. And you're going to gently tap the top of this because you want to make sure everything is nice and adhered. If you have anything like this that come off on your finger, that's okay. Put that in your little triangle tray. You're going to make sure everything is nice and tapped down. There we go. Beautiful. Now, if there are any spots that you can see that are not completely covered, I'm going to put this back into my little bottle here. See how I did that, guys? I don't know if you can see that or not.
I get it.
What you're going to do is you're going to take your crystal Pixie diamond dust bottle. You're going to get the corner of this tray and you're going to tap back into the container, okay? So, because I have a little bit extra here on the tip of the nail that did not get completely covered, I'm going to go back in just one more time and make sure that I get all the nail covered. Right? There we go.
It's beautiful. The colors, beautiful.
There we go. Perfect. Tap gently. Make sure everything is adhered. Look at that.
Thank you, Maxine. It's so beautiful, glamorous.
This is so gorgeous.
It's actually so much sparkle outside when you're seeing on the screen. It looks different.
So
oh my god, it looks beautiful when you're holding like that.
Can you guys see the amount of reflection here? Look at that.
It's so beautiful. Look at that.
It's so sparkling.
And then I don't see anything that's moving at all. It's staying.
No, everything is going to stay right where you put it. Like I said, when you put that top coat on top of your Glitz glue gel, any no-wipe top coat is going to work for you. All you have to do is tap it onto the top and it will sink right in. It's going to adhere all around the crystal. Every single one of these little pieces is a tiny little crystal within itself. So all that Glitz glue gel gets wrapped up all around the edges of it, and the top of it is going to stay nice and shiny because we didn't put any top coat on.
Hi, Lisa. Just watching.
Hello, Lisa. Okay, so now that I've done this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this into our light, and I'm going to cure that for 60 seconds. So first I'm going to make sure that I don't have any Glitz glue gel open or near it. You don't want your brush. You don't want anything like that that's going to be open near your light because you do not want to cure it. You will beat yourself up later. Promise you. So now that I've got this cured, we're going to do that for 60 seconds. I'm going to show you some different designs in our little lookbook. Just while we wait because, you know, it's a minute. So I'm sure that you can see this in our big camera perfectly. You can see some of our designs which we've already shown you, like our queen bee and our little baby bees. And then some more beautiful crystal designs here. We can do full coverage. We can do simple. We can do tribal. We can do almost anything with all of your Glitz accessories. Do not feel like you're limited because there's really no limit to what you can do with all of this. If you can't figure something out, just give us an idea of something that you'd like to see a look with. And, you know, we'll use anything that's on the Glitz Accessories and Such website and show you a design that you might be looking forward to. All right, so now we're nice and cured. I'm going to take that out of there, and then I'm just going to look and see around my crystals where I think maybe a little bit of the Glitz glue gel pen can be used so that we can ensure that everything is nice and adhered. No catching. Always going to feel on the surface of your nails to make sure that there's no catching. And I don't feel anything. So I'm good with this. I'm happy with the way that it's turned out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use my Glitz glue gel pen. As you can see, it has a red stopper on it. You pull that out, and this little pin goes inside of the nozzle at the end of your Glitz glue gel pen. You want to replace that when you're done using it so that nothing stays inside of your Glitz glue gel pen tip, and it will always be ready to use. Always ready to use. So I'm going to go just a little bit around the edge of this crystal here. No, you guys can see. You don't have to go super crazy.
And it doesn't squeeze out a lot of...
No, you do not have to squeeze very hard at all. Just very gentle. And don't cover up any of your diamond dust. Be careful not to
Oh my
do
god,
that.
it sparkle. You can see that?
Yes. Oh, wow.
It's so sparkle.
It's so sparkly. So after that, I'm also going to go around all the edges here.
I think we can move it up just a little bit. Okay.
So I'm going to go around all these edges here. You just want to make sure everything is nice and filled in because you don't want that catching. Right? There we go. Nice and on the edges. Like I said, you're never going over the top of your crystals. You're always going around to secure, never on top of. When you start going on top of it, I'm sorry, I don't care what you use, it's going to take away the shine from your crystal. This is the best technique to use. I'm going to go all the way around the edges here. And I'm also going to secure at the top. Same thing. All right.
You see, it seems like you use just a little small amount, huh?
Yeah, you do not have to use a lot. You only have to use a little bit.
So you want it to overflow. And I can see it's sparkling.
Perfect. All right, so now that I've done that, one more time, 60 seconds inside of your lamp. Same thing, make sure you don't have anything in the way that's going to cure in the light. That simple. Already put it
Hi
away.
everyone. We're missing from beginning. You can always rewatching our
Absolutely.
live
You
video.
can always go back and check it out. Let me just give 1 second. Let me show you this a little closer. So this is your Glitz Accessories and Such kit with your Jenny Live kit. If you use the code at the bottom of the screen, you're going to get 10% off of your purchase. We have all these different crystal sizes, SS4, SS6, SS8, SS10. And then we have these 9 different crystal shapes for you. This is only for the Jenny Live exclusive kit, these shapes in this specific kit. This is what you're going to get. There's not a whole lot of them, so make sure that you check it out before they're gone. Give you just a long look at this. It's so beautiful. And then with your kit, what you're going to get is you're going to get your Glitz glue gel. Oh, where's our, here we go. You're going to get your Glitz glue gel pot here. This has all of our concentrated Glitz glue gel in it. And then you're also going to get your crystal picker, which I really love. I just think it's very elegant and beautiful. You know, the end of it, that's, let me show you. This end
Evelyn's
here,
watching. Hi, Evelyn.
this end here, you can, hello Evelyn. This end here you can use to move your stones around, your crystals, and then this end here you use to pick your crystals up with. What's really great about this is that you can use this end when you have gel on the nail without contaminating your wax end, which, I mean, honestly, you don't want to get any glue gel on there because otherwise it's not going to be as easy to pick your crystals up. So always be aware of that. You can always use that metal tip if you need to move your crystals around. That's what you need to be using. So now that this is fully cured, let's show you one more time. Make sure there's no catching, nothing. This is so nice. No catching, perfect. And none of these are going to come off. This is going to stay on there. At least for 3 weeks, at least.
They're so beautiful. Can I get my nails done like that too, Jen?
Yeah, me too. Did my mom's nails like this for her birthday.
Yep. So you're all beautiful mothers.
You have to treat the women in your life that mean the most to you.
That is so beautiful.
I love it. I really love it. It's just so great. So again, what we've used here is our teardrop shape. We've used SS 4, 6, 8, and 10. And then we've also used our Crystal Pixie Diamond Dust. And we've adhered that with our glue gel and our glue gel pen. So now that I've done with this, I'm going to take my top coat and just go around the edges one more time. You can use any no wipe top coat, but you do need to go around the edges and secure all of this in and make sure that nothing is going to be catching. So with your top coat, what you can do is, if you don't have anything and you want something a little disposable, you can get a little piece of foil like this. And then we're just going to put a little bit of our top coat here. And we're going to use our thin liner brush to go around the edges without having to use that giant brush on your no wipe top coat. Because, or we can use our Glitz glue gel brush. If you don't have something like this, you can always, let me show you. You can always open this up here. It's not just the top, right? It also spins open. My hands are a little slippery. Let's see if I can get Nancy to open that for me. There we go. Thank you, Nancy. So this is the Glitz glue gel brush here. And this is also really handy. You don't have to use your own liner brush if you don't have one. You can always use this. Always. It's very nice, fine point. I don't know if you guys can see how nice and pointed that is. But this brush was designed specifically so that you can do that. I already have a little top coat on my liner brush, so I'm just going to use that. And you don't have to have a whole lot. Just make sure that you are not covering up your crystals. You want to make sure that when you're adhering all of your crystals that you are not going over the top of them with top coat or Glitz glue gel, because that's going to take away from the shine of your crystals. It's honestly, you're going to be so disappointed if you do that, because you're going to, what happened? Why are they not shining? Well, it's because you didn't use the right technique that we told you. And there we have it. Beautiful. All we have to do now that we have this in, and all my stones, I feel like in the center, all my crystals are nice. Then none of them are raised up. I don't have to worry about any catching, so I don't need to go back in with my Glitz glue gel pen. If you did feel any catching here, you can always go back in with your Glitz glue gel pen over and over. Anything you need to do in order to adhere the crystals to the nail, okay? So 60 more seconds inside of our lamp. And make sure, like I said, you don't have anything that's going to cure in the way of your lamp. So you don't want that to happen. And then let me just show you here with your crystal kit. Not only are you going to get your crystal picker, your small Glitz glue gel pot, you're also going to get your glue gel pen, and you're also going to get 3 triangle trays like I'm using here, and then our scoop, which is so perfect for this. If you're getting our Crystal Pixie Diamond Dust, you're going to get your Crystal Pixie Diamond Dust, one tray, and a scoop. That way you can do what I showed you. You're going to be able to use your tray to pour back into your bottle. You're also going to be able to use this scoop here. That way if you have some in the tray, you don't have to get your whole entire bottle out. You can just scoop out of your tray onto the nail, and that's going to work as well. So now that we've done this color, which I love, it's one of my favorites, I'm going to show you the silver that we have as well. We have our Glitz Diamond Dust in 2 colors. Here's the silver. And this is just absolutely stunning. It's beautiful. I'm a huge silver fan. I don't know if you noticed all my jewelry is silver.
Beautiful.
So
never have too much.
Exactly, you can never have too much. Now that we've finished, let's take a look. Here's our finished look. Gorgeous. And all of this we achieved, everything on top of this is going to be Glitz accessories and such. And let me show you on the side here. Everything is nice, no catching. If you can see how I've adhered everything so that there's no catching, and none of these on the side are going to be coming off. Here, nothing, not even around the tip or the bottom. You're going to see also here around the top, which I also covered as well to make sure that there's no catching, because when you're running your hands through your hair, your cuticle line, that's where you catch the most, right? So you want to make sure that you're filling in right there at that cuticle line so that there's no catching. Absolutely beautiful. It turned out really good. I'm really happy with this. Let's move on and let me show you on top of this color here. So again, if you missed the beginning of our video, I'm going to tell you the colors that we've used here are C and D. We have Brazen and we have Pink Pursuit. Right? So this is the Brazen tip. What a damn brazen. Right, so we're going to be using, again, our Glitz Glue Gel, and we're going to go over the surface of the nail. Thank you, Nancy. And I want you to, hold on, let me show you how I'm getting this out of the pot, because that's something somebody might ask about. So you have these little strings sometimes when you catch up like this. You can just circle your brush a few times, and that will go away. It's not going to be super stringy, and you can do it right over the top of your pot, okay? So now that we've done that, I'm going to take the nail tip, and I'm going to show you here one more time. I'm going to be doing something like a little design in the center here. So I'm not only going to do it on the sides with our Glitz Glue Gel, I'm going to make sure that more towards the center, it's a little more concentrated, right? You can see how I'm doing it. You want to make sure, like I said, unless there's something going in the center or you have an area of the nail that needs to be more concentrated, you need to make sure that there's no lumps and bumps, and you want it to be nice and uniform. This is self-leveling, so it will self-level. It may take just a second, but it will happen, I promise you. So now that we've done that, same thing, because we're using our Crystal Pixie Diamond Dust, I'm going to go over the top with some top coat. Doesn't have to be a super generous amount. Just make sure that you're floating your top coat. You're not brushing hard. You want to go nice and soft with this. You can see I'm not pressing. I'm just nice and lightly going over the top of this. And if you don't have enough, you can always go back in. There we go. And I can see where the top coat is at. If you look at it, you're going to be able to tell. There we go. Nice and level now. don't know if you guys can see how level that is. No bumps. It may be a little raised up in the center, but that's good because that's what I wanted. And I'm going to take my crystal picker here. And I'm going to use, let's see here. I'm going to use a diamond shape here. Oh, it's so nice about these trays. I'm going to go here. I'm just checking to make sure all the sides of my crystal are nice and filled up with the gel. Then I'm going to add, this is gorgeous, yeah. And I'm going to add maybe here, we'll do SS10, right below that. And then I'll do SS8, SS6.
It's so simple. You can do
yeah, you don't have to go super crazy. You can do something just like this. I mean, the other one I was just placing gems on the nail in a place that I thought that they should go. I'm sorry, I grabbed my SS8 here. Let's go to SS6. And if your crystals are not face up, you can always shake this a little bit and it will eventually right itself. So I have this way that I like it. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to put one more crystal down the center. I'm going to use this really thin raindrop shape here. Now that I have that, I love it. I'm going to put one more at the top here. So SS10 at the top here. Now that I have that, I love it. It looks so nice. I'm going to make sure that my crystals are in the position I want them to be in. If they're too raised up and they start floating around, just press down just very slightly. Make sure you get it into your Glitz glue gel in your top coat. And I'm adhering them straightly, so I want to go in and make sure they're all in a straight line. And I'm happy with that. Maybe I'll do one more, SS4 at the bottom. What do you think? And if you get a little bit of glue gel at the end of this, you can wipe it off. You just watch me wipe it on myself. Because you don't want to get it on the top of your crystals. Remember, we talked about that earlier. You want your crystals to be nice and clear from your any kind of top coat, any kind of gel. You want it to be nice and clear. So this is our arrangement here before we put on our diamond dust and silver. This looks gorgeous. I love it. Even just something like this, you don't even have to put the crystal on if you don't want to. You can just do these simple crystals without having to do the diamond dust. And this is a beautiful look right here. $20, $25, whatever you think is a good price to charge for this. I would say maybe no less than that though, because these are good quality crystals. You want to make sure that you're getting your money's worth. This is beautiful design though. So now I'm going to go in with my silver crystal pixie. It's pretty easy. You can do it just with one hand if you need to. I have a helper though. So, have my trays. Thank you. Same thing. You want to gently tap. You don't want to just dump it like I knocked over earlier. That's okay, you didn't see. So what we're going to do is gently tap with this. You don't have to go super crazy And even if you only wanted to do, I can show you here, if you only wanted to do one side of the nail, you don't have to do both sides. If you want to have a little bit of a different look, then you can just go on one side. And that will be a really beautiful design still. I'm going to show you. Tap, tap. No more than that. You don't have to. Make sure you're pushing up at the side of your finger. You want to make sure that you are getting all the catching away. Right? I kind of want to leave it like this because I want to show you how beautiful this looks just with one side. I don't know, what do you guys think? Should I fill the whole thing? Like I said too, you don't have, if you want to use this, you can to move your crystals.
I think you can do that side, or you can do another, like all crystal on that side.
Oh yes, if you wanted to, actually maybe we can do that.
It looks cool though.
Let's do that. I'll show you. I have a couple of little crystals here. I'm gonna
create like
exactly.
a lot of difference in your kits right here.
There's so many different shapes that you can work with. Nancy's right. Let me show you a look with that. So we did our simple straight up and down, right? In our line. Then I went on the side with all of our crystal pixie diamond dust. We've decided not enough bling. Gotta add some more.
Oh.
So we're gonna go in and we're gonna use a few different shapes here.
Demelza, she said that no, leave it.
No, leave it. Oh, you love it like this. Okay. We don't have to do any more then.
Yeah.
Look at how beautiful this is.
It's like half side.
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Think about this for like a night out. You don't have to go super crazy, even if you only do one nail.
Do you know what? Either that, or you can do, with all your SS4 along with the edges.
Oh yeah, something else.
I mean, they still have a space.
Yes. So let's do that. Nancy's right. You can make the edge look really beautiful, almost like a frame. So let's go around with our SS4 here. So we're going to go around the edges. We'll create a little nail frame.
Yep, just a frame, and then so we still have the space.
But you'll also have a little more.
Thank you. Thanks for the great ideas.
Yes, beautiful idea. Thank you so much. See, that's the thing though. When you're working with your client, this is what I like to tell them. This is not a one-person job. This is a two-person job. These are not my nails, they're yours. And if you have an idea and you don't want me to go super crazy, let's come up with something together, right? Look at that. Even just along the top, it looks gorgeous.
Hi, Vicky.
How are you?
She's like, yeah,
how's everyone doing?
Hope you enjoy this Friday night.
Are you having a great weekend? Labor Day weekend, guys. Who's excited for that extra day off this week? Beautiful. So I'm going around all the edge here. Going all the way around.
It's beautiful.
You want to make sure, like I said, no catching on the sides. Make sure you're going up on the sides with that crystal picker. You want to make sure all of your crystals are nice and tight together. Look, oh my God, you guys. I'm excited to see this when it's done.
Yep. It's so beautiful. It's different.
I don't know if you guys get excited about nails, but I sure do.
It's so sparkle.
It's so pretty. And with this color too. This color is perfect.
What's the colors thing?
This is the color, what did we call it? Brazen.
Brazen.
If
someone's looking for this
yeah, if you want to know what color we're using, this is C&D Shellac Luxe in Brazen. That's number 293.
I hope I get in the right camera.
I think it's perfect. swallowed my own spit there. No, I think I'm good. Look at this. Oh my God.
Beautiful.
Oh my God. So don't forget when you're going to check out that you're using your Jenny W code so that you can get your 10% off, guys, okay? Thanks, Nancy. The struggle of being on camera all the time, I'm telling
Hey,
you.
you know what? It was the end. Why don't you using your little tiny ring, the tiny little one on the end? It looks good.
Down here?
Yeah.
On the side?
This is a smaller one. I want to see that. Jenny is so creative.
You guys.
It's endless with anything.
Thank you so much.
It's so beautiful. This color is beautiful. Great job, Jenny. She's picked that one out.
Here. That looks good. That way we can have all of the Diamond Dust Crystal Pixie and then all of our little stone crystals. One more. Just one more. I know we can fit it in. Push this one down just a little bit to fit it in.
I got you.
There we go. Thank you. I used it.
Oh, cool. Ooh, gorgeous. And then your crystal is not even moving anywhere.
No, if you notice this entire time, even all the ones on the edges here, none of them have moved. Nothing here has moved. Nothing has moved around in the center. I've been holding this nail every which way and it's perfect. We don't have any issues with that. They're all really nice. So again, one more time, you're going to make sure nothing is too close to the edge. You don't want any catching.
What one of the clients' name, Dunaza, she's asking that what 10% off when you order? What is that?
So when you order the Glitz Jenny W kit off of glitzaccessoriesandsuch.com or anything off of that, if you're going to be adding it into your cart, you're going to get your 10% off of that order.
So we have doubt right in the screen.
So I will show you. Yeah, if you look right at the bottom, that's our website right there. And then also don't forget your code. So Jenny W, and that's going to be your 10% off code. And when I'm curing this, I will show you the kit and everything that comes with the kit. Okay? So I'm happy with this. No catching on the sides. We checked it. We checked the top. Everything is good. We need to make sure that we're tapping here to ensure that everything is nice and on the nail. We don't need to have anything falling off. Perfect. Look at this, you guys. And I wouldn't have been able to do this without your help.
Yep, they are so beautiful.
All right, so after you're done doing that, you're going to put this into the lamp and you're going to do that for 60 seconds. Make sure that you don't have your pot, your Glitz Glue Gel pen, gel polish, nothing, no brushes, nothing near your lamp because you do not want to cure that. You will regret it, I promise you.
And as I say, thank you.
You're welcome, absolutely. So here, let me show you the kit really quick. So you're going to get these beautiful crystals from Glitz. You're going to get your SS4, 6, 8, and 10, right? These are pretty useful. I mean, I generally use them in almost every design that I do. You're going to use at least 1, 2, 3, 4 sizes of this, I promise you. And then you're also going to get your 8 shapes here. You're going to have these different stone shapes here, these crystals. Look how awesome and beautiful and reflective these are as well. They are so shimmery. Like, so gorgeous, you guys. And look how easy this is. You can, whoop, right out of there, right? Every single one of these. And if you need to, also, can always take these out, right? These are removable. They don't stay in there. If you need to take them out, you absolutely can. And you're going to get all of these. There's 12 crystals comes in each one of these little pots here. And then all of your SS sizes, right? So you're going to get this.
I should ask. So what are you using to stick them on?
Oh, good question. I'll show you. So not only are you going to get this, you're also going to get what I'm using to put them on with, which is our Glitz glue gel. So I'm using this pot here, but this is the exact same thing as what's in here that you're going to get with your kit, right? So it comes with this Glitz glue gel. This is your condensed glue gel, right? You're also going to get your glue gel pen. And this is more for adhering around the stones. I'll show you in a second. I'm going to show you how to use this. And it comes with a brush and a pen nozzle, right? So you're also going to be able to use the brush if you need to go around, like, thank you, Nancy, my hands are so slippery. If you need to go around the edges of any stone, every crystals, and you don't have a brush of your own, or maybe you're just, for ease of convenience, you don't want to have to use another brush, you can always take this out and brush around, right? Or any areas where maybe it's more a nail that's similar to this here, you're not going to be using a brush that's going to go over the entire nail, right? Because you never want to get the top coat on top of your crystals. You always want to have the top coat around the crystal so that it will keep it from popping off, but not cover up any of the shine. So not only are you going to get your glue gel pot, you're going to get your crystals, you're going to get your glue gel pen, you're also going to get your 2 triangle trays with your scoop, right? And then this beautiful crystal picker, which I've been using throughout the entire video.
This one is not in the kit.
Oh, I'm sorry. This does not come in the kit. Excuse me. Let me correct myself. But this is something that I am using when I'm doing this. This is, in my opinion, this is a little bit of an essential. So you're going to get your crystal picker as well, which comes with a wax end, and it also comes with your placement end. And this is useful for moving the crystals around on the nail, right? And then something else that I've been using, this doesn't come in your kit, but this is something else that I was using. This is your Crystal Pixie Diamond Dust in silver and your Crystal Pixie Diamond Dust in the original color. Right? And these both come with their own triangle tray and a scoop as well. All right, guys. So now that this is done curing, I'm going to pull this out. I'm going to show you how to use your Glitz glue gel pen. So, no catching here. A little bit on the side here. But I'm going to go in with my glue gel pen. I'm going to fix all of that. Over here, perfect. No catching whatsoever. I moved those crystals around in a way that was going to keep that from happening. But that doesn't change anything. You can still go around with Glitz glue gel pen. I'm going to show you how to do that. This here, you always want to put this right back in when you're done using it, okay? Because this is going to keep the tip of your glue gel pen from clogging up, right? That's the whole reason that we put that in there for you. You need to make sure that you're putting it back on when you're done using it. That will keep it nice and fresh. You spend money on it, so you don't want to waste it, right? So I'm going to go around every single edge here of all of these crystals, anywhere that I think that it needs to be filled in. All around all these edges here, especially right in these little crevices, right? But you want to make sure, like I said earlier, that you're not going over the top of anything. You can fill all this in here around all the edges of this. You can fill it in, you don't have to.
You can put it on the knots right on the Diamond Dust Pixie. You can just squeeze it in between.
In between it, yes. You can squeeze this in between all of the Diamond Dust Pixie in any area that you feel like is raised up or catching. You don't want to have any catching. Remember me talking about that earlier. There we go. And now that I've got that nice and filled in, okay, anywhere that I feel like there needs to be a little bit of this, I'm going to go in and do that.
Just a little squeeze, right?
And yeah, you just barely tap it. You don't have to go super crazy. Like I said earlier, you don't want to do anything that's going to get rid of the shine on your crystals. So I'm going in any little spots that I see that there might be an area, right? Then I'm also going to go right around the edges here and ensure that the edges of these are secured as well. Oh, it's so shining. It's so shining.
So glamorous.
Same thing. I'm going to go around the edges of these as well. Like I said, do not go over the top of your crystals, guys.
They're so small.
I can't say that enough, I promise.
Yeah, it's so easy to go between all the crystals.
You don't have to go on top of them.
Why is you don't go on top of them?
Don't go on top of them because you're going to ruin your shine. Do not ruin the shine of your crystals. You paid good money for them, right? See, that's good. I'm happy with this. So now that it's nice and filled in, hopefully I'm on camera, yeah. And I'm going to pop it in the light for another 60 seconds, okay? Same thing, make sure nothing is in the way of your lamp. I'm gonna say that every time that I do this because it is important and you do not want to forget it. Boop, right back on, secured, good to go.
You can show the lookbook.
Yeah, let me show you the lookbook. I'm sorry, guys, I had peppermint oil earlier. My nose is...
It looks great.
Thank you. So, here's our lookbook. These are some of the designs which we've already showed you. Our queen bees here, and our little baby bees, and then some other designs. Anything that you are curious about, definitely also check out our dragon scales. That's something else we talked about in the last video. And we also have a tutorial of how-to on our YouTube. So beautiful. You can do so much with these guys. If you know how to do your 3D flowers, you can deck them out. You know how to do your marbling, you can make that so much more. As opposed to just being a marble nail, now it's a marble nail with glitz crystals. There's so much that you can do. Even with the caviar beads too, check this out. We've used some of the stones here, and we've used our caviar beads to go around these stones, these crystals, to create this like beautiful like teardrop look, right? Almost like it's raining glitz crystals. But there's so much. Check out everything on there. I mean, I promise you, if this is not something that you're looking forward to, which I don't know why it wouldn't be, but if you're that person, then there might be something else on our website for you. Just go ahead and take a look. I promise you. You're going to find something because there's so much on there. Here's something else too I want to show you if you guys are curious about some future looks that we might be doing. This might be in our future. Some simplistic, something a little more crazy, and then something maybe this one is for like, in my opinion,
we make sure that everybody is still there? Can they still see us?
How's it going, everybody? Are we still live? Can you still see us? Drop a heart in chat. Let us know. All right, so fully cured, beautiful, no catching, no catching, no catching, good, top coat. I'm gonna go around all this edge with top coat. I don't think I need to go here. This is beautiful right here. This is nice. This is nice. We don't need to fill that in anymore. It's perfect. But we are going to go around all the edges here.
Top and then in the middle.
Yes.
Top.
Yeah. Let me make sure we have some top coat. And this is just a no wipe top coat. You can use any no wipe. Doesn't matter what you like to use. It's going to work. Okay? Just whatever your preference is. And I'm going to use this fine brush here, or like we said earlier, you can use your Glitz glue gel brush. And I'm just going to go around all these edges here. And I'm going to go a little slow because, like I said, I'm not trying to cover up my crystals with any top coat. You can see this here. I know that it's a very fine edge, so it might be hard to tell what I'm doing, but I'm not going over my crystals. Yeah.
It's so beautiful. We still see the colors though.
You can still see everything. You can still see everything. So beautiful. All right. Filling in all of this here. No touching your crystals. Guys, promise me you're not doing that. I know I've been saying it a million times. I've been trusting you. And I'm just trying to make sure everything looks nice and level. There we go. And around the top, right? So make sure you're filling in all those little tiny gaps and crevices. All right, so we are all done. Beautiful. We filled in, yep. We filled in all the sides. We filled in the center. We made sure everything is nice and tight in there, no catching. We've touched all around the edges. We've made sure no catching.
Sorry, I was like,
what? Good now? Perfect?
Hold on 1 second. See if we can see it.
Yes.
So then we'll move it back. Okay, is it too high? I think it's good now.
So on the side here, as you can see, we used our little raindrop too. But look at that!
It's so stunning.
This design, we wouldn't have been able to do it without your help, right? You're telling us, no, stop. So we did.
Yes.
All right, same thing. Keep everything away from your lamp. Nothing with gel. Keep it away from your lamp. You don't want anything, you especially do not want this to start hardening. This is your bread and butter right there. All right, so 60 seconds in the lamp. While we wait, I'm going to go one more time with what the full kit has to offer. So we have our Glitz accessories and such Jenny W Live Kit with our SS4, 6, 8, and 10, and then our 8 shapes, which comes only in this kit. This selective kit here is what's going to have these specific shapes all together, okay? So after this kit is gone, you're going to have to come up with a whole different design. Or not you, but us. But after this, we're going to show you the crystal picker. And I really love this, not just for its convenience of having the metal tip, which you can wipe off, but also the wax tip. And I think it's really beautiful with all our crystals in the center, guys. I mean, it's so pretty. We try to make everything look glamorous.
Absolutely.
And then our Glitz glue gel pot, which also comes. And then you're also going to be getting your 2 triangle trays and your scoop, okay? All of this stuff together is really worth it. I can do so much with my kit. I'm still doing things with my kit.
So gorgeous.
You guys, look at this.
Good job, Jenny.
These are the 2 looks we created just today.
Yes.
This is not something I had prepared beforehand. Sometimes I like to do that because I want to show you, you know, you don't always have to have an idea ready. You can just on the fly put your crystal shapes together and come up with something really unique for your client, something that they're going to love, something that nobody else is going to have, right? And you can be creative. Let your juices flow, you know. Do what you think is going to look good. Let your client help you, guide you if she wants to, or he, whoever your client is. Just look at this, though. Oh,
This one.
It's so beautiful. So
they are
beautiful.
so much better when you're seeing it this. Jenny.
You can see how beautiful and reflected they are, right? Like jewelry. This is jewelry for your nails.
It is. And then here's a collection of that.
Oh yeah, here, let me show you. This was what we had. This was our idea book right here. This is what we drew from. Okay? And then this is what we created. Beautiful. See, every one of them is unique. Even this one and this one, even though they have similar aspects, they're still different because we've used all of our different shapes here, right? Something else I want to show you in the future, this is exciting. We can do our 3D with pearls maybe in the future here, okay? Beautiful. Yeah, don't forget to use your Jenny W code so that you can get your 10% off of your entire kit. And your kit is going to be able to achieve this look. Not the pearls, but everything else on this. We have all these shapes.
That one you do have it in.
This one we have every shape here.
So
Every
did
shape
this
here.
one on the sideway.
Yes.
And then the other one. That is cool. It's a lot you can get out from your kit.
There's a lot of things that you can do with this kit. I love it.
And it stays. There's no catching.
Everything stays. There's no catching on any of it. And again, here's some future looks that I want to do maybe the next time we go live. If this is something you're not interested in, I don't know why it wouldn't be, but just saying, giving you the option, then let us know. Give us an idea. You know, come up with something, have something prepared, and I'll look it over and we can try and do it. We can try and do it live. Just give me an idea of what you wanna see. We can achieve anything.
I want to see everything.
I want to see everything too, and I can't wait for the future. There's going to be so much.
Great to add it on for the service.
Yes, absolutely. This is something you can add on to your service. Even just this simple right here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, $15 right here, just on one nail. It may depend on your salon location or what your own personal prices may reflect, but it's just an idea. Just an idea. That's what I would charge. Beautiful. So I call this our magic wand. I'm getting ready for Halloween.
Yep.
I know it's Labor Day weekend, but I'm already ready for Halloween, you guys.
It's cool. Boo.
Yeah, boo.
And then don't forget to check out the diamond dust.
Yeah, absolutely. Something else that we use today, don't forget about this. This is our Diamond Dust Crystal Pixie. And that's going to help you achieve all of these looks here. All of these looks here.
Along with the kit.
Along with your kit, yes. Beautiful. All right, guys. I think that's it for us today. We've worked really hard to show you some new looks. Don't forget to check us out later on, maybe not this week, but next week we're going to be doing another couple of live videos. I think this is something we're going to make like a regular occurrence because we really want to show you everything that Glitz has to offer. And I'm really excited. There's so much that we can do. I'm really excited to get into some holiday looks. We can do some Halloween. Thanksgiving is coming up. Shortly after that, we have Christmas and New Year's. And we have a bunch of different things to show you. So just keep looking out for what's going on.
Stay tuned.
And yeah, stay tuned.
Thanks so much for watching,
Thank you so
guys.
much. Have a great day. Have a great evening. Have a really good Labor Day weekend, guys.
Yep. We'll see you in the next live.
Bye.
Bye.